Referees for this clash are Peter Goff and John Stone. So both teams not in the positions on the points table they'd like to be. Can they start to move up as we get this game underway? Flirting with the sideline, it's been knocked on. Or it's gone back to halfway, in fact, Ash Taylor. That'll be an interesting replay, but it's going to be a penalty to the Titans straight off the bat.
That's a horrible start. Tuivasa-Sheck with the kick-off. Didn't really get a good piece of it. What skill from Ash Taylor. Well, was his foot on the line when he actually reached out? Did it lift off? No, good call on the chalk.
Well, that would have tested the quad straight off the bat, that one, Darryl.
On the line, thanks, Brian.
Ralph Brennan said his performance tonight with the halves was all about field position. Field position to start.
It's interesting Tuivasa-Sheck took the kickoff too. No Isaac Luke in this game. The regular taker of kickoffs for the Warriors. So little things like that the Warriors need to adjust. And straight away they shift the ball. Out to Peachy. Good solid contact there with Blake Green affecting that tackle. Gordon in at dummy half. Here's Cartwright. Very strong in the first half last week against the Rabbitohs was Bryce Cartwright. And now James, the captain. 13 metres out. Still plenty of tackles up there. Sleevers, Arrow. Zeroes in on the goalposts. And the Warriors are going to have to be very careful with their middle defence with Jai Arrow in outstanding form at the moment. Here comes Kelly. 2 tries last week against the Rabbitohs. They're wide out on that right-hand side on the last play. Proctor at first receiver. Taylor. Roberts. Lovely hands from Roberts. And Tuivasa-Sheck scrambles over to pick up the loose ball.
So the intention is clear. Finally got their halves pairing they wanted to start the season with in terms of Taylor and Roberts in action. And straight away the shift of the football. Some lovely skill from Tyrone Roberts. Caught it with his right hand and dropped it to the left foot. Fusser to start with. Carter, doesn't he need a game?
Yeah, Tyrone Roberts back in Gold Coast colours after a year in Warrington Papali'i over the 20. But again, good defence from Titans. They've kept the Warriors pinned well and truly inside their own half. Now they shift it wide of the ruck, and there's Parsi. Plenty for Parsi to prove against his old team here. Ignatius Parsi, 54 games at 3 seasons at the Titans. And there goes Green with a kick downfield to Gordon. He's still playing some pretty solid ball at 35 years of age.
Let's have a look at the Titans attack here and see where they direct their second rowers. Got a really, really good battle. Isaiah Papali'i up against Kevin Proctor. A young Kiwi against an experienced Kiwi. Left edge right, Popley.
Drain in at dummy half. No Nathan Peets for a while with that pec injury, remember. Now James. Harrison, they're making a tackle. He missed 6 tackles last week. Very unlike Tohu Harris to miss that many tackles in a game of football.
Doesn't normally miss that many in a season.
Exactly. Now they look good, shifting it out to the left again as it comes out to Copley. Just lost his footing for a tad there. But you can see the Titans enjoy shifting the ball wide of the ruck, don't they? Now Roberts gives it to Taylor. Now Proctor. Good to see Harris and Proctor going against each other on that edge. They were teammates for the Storm all those years, remember. Taylor, a little grubber kick. That's beautiful hands from Hiku. And the Warriors have the ball. And Malmalo, a tackle on him from Kelly, stopped all the momentum.
So for the first set of 6, Blake Green kept deep inside his own half. Let's see where he gets to on the second set. Metres hard to come by. Almal.
No territory at all for the Warriors in these first 4 minutes. Remember that the kickoff, and Tuivasa-Sheck erred on the kickoff. They've not been in the Titans' half while their set is in progress. This looks more likely as Carter. Oh, that looked forward to Fussy Tour, and it's been ruled forward.
Waiting, mate.
So again, the Warriors will hand back possession to the Titans.
It's a poor start here.
Let's bring it up now.
Simple catch and pass. Using the space to the right. Try and unleash David Fusatua, who hasn't scored a try this year after scoring 23 last year. Solomoni Carter, the ball advancing forward out of his hands, as we see on the replay.
That's it, Roger. Roger, you hold them together
It's the basic of the skill that should have been delivered.
Okay, 10
backwards.
seconds. Let's go now, Roger.
We've seen the Titans already shift the ball. And one of the advantages of having a back row like Bryce Cartwright in your side is they're able to stand up and play first receiver, and it allows Ash Taylor and Tyrone Roberts to get that space wider. So a big advantage for the Titans having a back rower that can ball play.
He was a bit quiet in the second half, I thought, against the Rabbitohs last week, but he had a really good first half. Got really busy, did Cartwright. Speaking of busy, Ryan James plays the ball. Nice surge into the line from Roberts. Hit that nice and flat, didn't he? Rain at dummy half. Sneaks away. Change of direction for Cartwright. He's a big body, Cartwright. Almost wriggles out of the tackle from Carter. Fires the pass. Does Rain to Peachy. Now Wallace. Star of Origin player, of course, Jared Wallace. Been a fixture in that Queensland team for the last 2 years. Roberts again, and it's straight to Carter.
What a catch, Solomoni Carter. What I like about the attack here for the Titans is both their halves haven't played this year. And in the fight to get a run early in the game, to get yourself in the game, sometimes your halves don't get a run. Both Roberts and Taylor have both had runs and both been tackled, so they present themselves as a threat. Therefore, it might open up for the players on the outside in the coming sets.
Well, the Titans, like the Tigers and the Sea Eagles in the last couple of weeks, have looked after Maumalo and Fusitua pretty well so far. Lawton. Green goes high. Very little football so far for Chanel Harris-Tavita on debut for the Warriors.
Michael Gordon, hasn't he been around? Game 249, he'll clock up 250 next week. 35 years of age. He's performed at most clubs he's been at. He's dodged a couple of premierships. Cronulla won the year after he left, as was the Roosters, shall I say, as well.
Well, Arrow provided some lovely second phase play there. And now Rain nips away from dummy half. That marker defence is again exposed a little that time by the Titans. Here they come again through Wallace. The last play, 30 metres out. What will Roberts do with the kick? Just puts it behind Maumalo, who originally was going to let it go back to Tuivasa-Sheck and realised he better get busy.
Again, the Titans want to play to their left and put the kick in behind Fusitua. And this ploy has taken a shot at Ken Maumalo. They want to keep Ken out of the game. They want to make him work for some runs, make him come to the other side of the field.
Tuivasa-Sheck plays the ball quickly. Harris offloads in the tackle to Harris-Tavita. First time we've seen him run. Good solid carry from the youngster. Here's Burr. Lachlan Burr over the halfway line. And it's a high kick again from Green. And it's comfortably taken by Copley. We're playing this game in the middle of the field at the moment, Darryl.
Bit of an arm wrestle. Blake Green, designated kicker so far. Chanel Harris-Tavita with a nice run. He can build himself into the game, maybe with a couple of last play options. The Titans work it out. What about the numbers of Jai Arrow? 499 metres. Second to Clemmer in the competition.
Here he is right now, Jai Arrow, and he is carrying the ball for 20 carries a game at the moment. He is on fire. Jai Arrow, what a work rate that is. James. They leak into the Warriors half again, but again, a long way out from the goal line, and this time it's going to be Taylor who just plugs the sideline.
Besides, the game needs a little bit of a breather. Pretty frantic the first 9 minutes. The pace of the game now just slowing a tad. I do like the creativity of Bryce Cartwright in the team. He'll play both sides of the field. Loosens up around the middle. Shannon Boyd, the hugest human on the Gold Coast.
I noticed his weight is officially listed at 126 kilos.
Tafua Sipley is Ken.
Sipley up there too, isn't he? And that's a penalty. That's a fantastic play from Maumalo.
That's the reason why teams don't want him to carry the football, trying to kick in behind Fusatua and making him look for the ball. Great carry there by Ken Mamalo. Wins a penalty for the Warriors.
Mamalo a measly 111. The body mass front.
The Titans are a team in the first 3 rounds that have given a lot of penalties away. Their wrestle and the tackle is half of those penalties. The Warriors only conceding 5, 6 penalties a game.
Mao plays the ball. Now Burr. Burr on his 40. So the first time we've seen the Warriors get into some decent field position. Stavita wasn't quite accurate with the pass there for Papali'i, but he did well to gather it. One youngster to another there. Here's Green running. That's a beautiful pass. This should be a try. Hiku is going to score. Well, put that down to that magic pass from Blake Green. It's 4-0.
Brilliant work here. Nothing really doing, and the first time the Warriors get in the attacking zone, and the pass from Blake Green, well, it doesn't just beat the centre and Brian Kelly, but also beats Anthony Don. Look at the length of it. Here, a little bit of a shimmy, and then 2 players get caught inside the football. Hiku, just a little bit of a show and a go, an ankle tap, and wow. Brilliant start for the Warriors.
Well, Hiku gets over to score the first try. It's his 40th try in his NRL career. 4 tries of the Warriors last year. Hiku gets on the score sheet for the 2nd time this season. And that was very nice move out to the left, Justin Morgan.
Yeah, great pass there by Blake Green. But that's what Roger Tuivasa-Sheck's presence does. Roger was in position to get the football. The 2 outside Gold Coast defenders saw that. They decided to rush up to try and cut his time down. Green recognised that and put it straight across the top of Roger, straight to Peta Hiku, and he was able to capitalise on that space on the outside. So great work there from Roger, making himself available, and great read there from Blake Green to put the ball over the top.
Chanel Harris-Tavita lines up his first kick at goal in first grade. Imagine the nerves running through that body. Strikes the football, and that'll calm him down a little. I love the work of Peta Hiku early. With Carl Lawton at dummy half, Peta Hiku was actually working the dummy half position early in the sets of 6 when they attacked to the left, and then positioned himself nicely to skip just to the outside in the positions he's needed to be. Remember, he played right side inside Ken Mamalo, or should I say David Fusatua, last year, and has shifted over to accommodate Solomone Carter this year. Very versatile.
I think when he was at Manly, he was on that left side of the field and had one of his best seasons in the NRL. So, yeah, good move to move him over back to that left.
Ignatius Pasi brings it back to the defensive line. Quiet start to the season for Ignatius Pasi.
Yep, he's like a really good showing here. His numbers don't read what they should for a front rower, not a starting front rower anyway.
No, 60 metres per game and only 8 carries per game as well. He needs to up those numbers. The Warriors want to start to move back up the points table. That's a good shift of the ball to Amau.
That was lovely work. That's the sort of work Carl Lawton can bring to the team. He'll shift one way in the dummy half position and pass back across the ruck. Then you can play flat and fast through the middle.
Harris engages the line. Green running it on the last play. No, Tuivasa-Sheck this time puts the kick down, and it's going to be taken by Dale Copley. And this set starts on the 30.
Becoming an all-rounder, isn't he, Tuivasa-Sheck? Second in the meters, running meters. He knows he's got that covered. He kicks off. Now he does the last play options of kicking as well.
Carl, onside.
Penalty to the Titans. Lawton back in the side. Of course, he debuted in the NRL for the Titans.
Only played 7 minutes that game. It was against the Warriors and suffered a fractured leg. And then when he debuted for the Warriors, it was against the Titans as well. Scored a try, scored a double that day, actually.
Lachlan Burr, who's in there making that tackle. Of course, scored his only NRL try against the Warriors when he was playing for the Titans. Sliding doors everywhere. 40 minutes played, 6-0. Hiku the try. Mitch Rain at dummy half. Roberts out to Taylor. Lovely pass out to Kelly. Kelly sneaks past Hiku's tackle and gets rid of Lawton as well. He's a good runner of the ball, as Brian Kelly had an excellent season at Manly last year.
He comes from good stock too. Northern Rivers.
Roberts back into Arrow. Keeping an eye was Papali'i was on Ryan James. Now movement here, there's space here. Peachy. Great hands from Roberts, but he's passed it to Mr. Invisible.
Copley had already gone inside him. Terrific skill here from Tyrone Roberts. Look at the handling here. He doesn't even see the ball till late and it ends up in his hands. And then
let's get 6.
Stacey Jones sideline having a breather. Have a look at this. A little shift pass to Peachy, the flick out the back, how quick's that? Then the bounce off the chest. He'd already prepared the pass of football before Dale Copley saw some space on the inside. Of course, Copley's an interesting character, isn't he? He's been at the Broncos and shifted to the Roosters and now finds himself back in Queensland.
16 minutes played. Monty Beetham, what's your assessment of the first little chunk of play?
Yeah, it was all about the spine for both sides and see what changes were made. Of course, it was Tyrone Roberts and Ashley Taylor returning, and of course a young fella who debuted tonight, and he also celebrated 20th birthday, Chanel Harris-Tavita and Carl Lawton against his old firm at the moment. It's neck for neck, sort of cancelling each other out. Defence has been a problem for the Warriors in the last 2 weeks. At the moment, though, they seem to be right up there in terms of the collisions. That's where they need to be a whole lot better.
Well, that offload didn't go to plan either from Passy, and it's back in the hands of the Titans. This is Anthony Don. Became the club's leading try scorer in their history last week. He got over for his 68th try in his career. Wallace. Wallace is offloaded and Rain picks up the dregs. Roberts back to Wallace. We're back to where we started. Wallace 12 metres out. Now they'll get the opportunity to put an attacking kick in the end of the set. And that's the Mockers put on them right there. Thanks, Jared.
Yep, Jared Wallace started in 2012 at the Broncos before shifting to the Gold Coast. 2017, played Origin last year, and here was a rather sloppy effort. Mitch Rain at dummy half. I mean, how valuable. Nathan Peaks did a pec muscle in the gym and is out for 10 weeks. Garth Brennan had the luxury of coaching Mitch Rain at Penrith, quickly acquired his services.
Now Marlow off the scrum. Here's Hiku, the try scorer. The Warriors have only really had one opportunity down in the Titans' red zone, and they've taken it. Complete opposite to last week, especially at the start of that second half against Manly when they had 3 sets back-to-back. And it looked like scoring the try. There's a good little surge from Armal.
Good footwork from Armal.
Green. Pump that one down to Gordon. Whoa, narrow dear. That's not going to look good on the replay.
And you won't see that too often from this man either. No real pressure on the kick. Just players starting to come into the contact zone. Does he take his eyes off it? This is every day for Michael Gordon. Yeah, there you go. Just a little Bo Peep. As he has a look at Lachlan Burrs coming into the frame. Gets a good block from Copley. So here, first time the Warriors come into this end of the football field. They come up with 6.
Harris-Tavita to feed the scrum. Lawton. Back to Green it goes to Hiku. Just pokes his nose through the line a little. Does Hiku. He's taken 5 metres out. To Ivasa at dummy half. Here comes Armal. Maybe another set-up play or two, or they Due to spin it here on the third tackle. Lawton goes. He likes to score from close range, doesn't he? Carl Lawton did that a couple of times last year for the Warriors. Green. Carter. Carter takes the line on. He stays in the field of play. There's Carter. No room there for Fussy Tua. Green. Short pass to Passy. So this will be the last play now. Nicely set up right in centre field. And they're going to go the short side to Harris Tavita. What can he cook up, the young fella? Well, he gave the line a crack. Came up short.
I like that. Some intent there in that set of 6. They wanted to get Solomone Carter one-on-one with Tyrone Peachey. I think he's got his number. And then on the last play, they shift it to the right. They take the pressure off Blake Green. And Chanel Harris Tavita just thought he'd have a dab himself. Makes the Titans work off their own line.
Good to see him having a crack, though, Justin.
Yeah, that'll do his confidence a world of good. I'd like to see the Warriors have less set-up plays when they get close to the line. They look so much better when they just play flat and fast and just try and get little numbers together rather than try and set up for the big shift. I'd much prefer them to see that play fast on off the back of the halfbacks.
Well, it keeps the opposition guessing if you do that too, doesn't it?
Now this is the second penalty here for line speed for the Warriors in the first half. You can accept that and you can probably handle it as well because line speed's been lacking in the last couple of weeks. Test the ref.
Third penalty it is, and Shannon Boyd's out there now for Gold Coast. Rain. Good hands in the end from Roberts. Now Kelly with front foot running ball and the offload to Don. Anthony Don keeps it alive. Here's Taylor again. Arrow. They like to shift the ball, don't they? It's exactly what Justin was talking about the Warriors doing. Now here's Gordon. Back to Don again. Don goes for the line. Oh, great tackle. Tui Vasashek, that's a try saver.
Where did he come from?
And it's still in the field of play. They kick on the fourth tackle. All gone rather messy there for the Titans. And I think it might be Titans' ball, though.
Anthony Don thought he would have added to his total from last week here. And out of the blue, this is fantastic. Shapes and goes, and then Tuivasa-Sheck. Wow. Puts his body right on the line. To Dale.
The officials got that one. Another set here on the...
Maybe needed the kick to be on that one, but not.
Well, this is what Steve Kearney will want this week. Good goal line defence. Wasn't there in the last 2 weeks. Proctor. They fought tests for the Kiwis last year, Kevin Proctor. And now it is Shannon Boyd.
Move together!
Real desperation on defence. Let's see if it is there this week for the Warriors. As Rain snipes from dummy half. Harris gets him and gets him just. Roberts out to Cartwright. That's a poor pass, and it's been picked up by Armel.
Actually did well there to get down low, Lisa Armel. The pass inside was basically to no one. But don't they play with great width of the dummy half, the Titans? Passing game of Mitch Rain. It's a good 20 metres each pass.
Yeah, it's great to watch, but then just their execution is just letting them down at the moment, the Titans. And hence we're not seeing them score a lot of tries in the NRL. In fact, they have the worst tries per game average so far this season in the competition. Harris. It's been a lot busier this week. Slowly working his way into the season, perhaps, as Green tries to find a gap between Copley and Gordon. This time Copley goes straight at Harris Tavita, who's got him comfortably.
regulation set for the Warriors to get out of their own end. Kick not finding space.
Arrow again. They've looked after him nicely, haven't they? He's been really keen on offloads too this season. He's had 9 offloads in his 3 games, but been quiet in that area so far. The Warriors have done their research on Jai Arrow. Wallace gets some attention on the sideline. That's not a good sign for Titans fans. Again, the back line is not quite functioning again for the Titans. It's all looking a little clunky.
The early structure to their attack is really, really good. The halves get the ball with plenty of time and space, and there's players to play on the outside. But the connection from the halves to the outside, well, it's falling apart.
You see that error rate is mounting up against the visitors now. As Green takes the line on now, Harris Tavita gives it to Hiku in space. Hiku chose not to use Maumalo on that occasion.
Good battle, isn't it? Kelly and Hiku out there, centre on centre.
Harris. Last play now. As Tavanga takes Lawton's place at dummy half. Here comes the kick for Fusitua. It's not got much depth on it, but Fusitua's got it. Now Carter goes for the line. We saw that play work beautifully against the Bulldogs here in that same corner, not to be this time.
So the kick from Green is perfect. Fusitua shows us first the jump, and then the skill in the air to pick out Solomone Carter, who's a fair distance away from him as well. Well to find him. 3 Tigers players in the frame, and he still finds Solomone. This is Kelly.
It's a real grind this game, Justin, so far.
Yeah, it is. I don't like how easily the Titans have been able to get to the 20-metre line there. And there again, another penalty relieving the pressure. It was a great finish to the set, a good attacking kick. Apart from scoring a try, that was the next best result, was a turnover 1 metre out and only a couple of metres in from the sideline. They should have done so much better there, the Warriors, in pinning the Titans into their own 20-metre zone. These penalties coming out of their own end are becoming a bit of a problem.
6-0 the score. Hiku the try. Chanel Harris Tavita the conversion. Penalties mounting up against the Warriors at the moment now. Fortuaika is out there now, the young Gisborne-born player. Yeah, they go running it early again. This is a great surge into the line from Gordon. Gordon shrugged off 2 tacklers there, including Tuivasa Shek. In the end, Burr got him. But a good surge again coming early in the count. Arrow, good surge. Right on the line again. As Rain has a crack. Slow play the ball this time will allow the Warriors' defensive line to get set. Roberts. Peachy's drifted into the centre of the field and looks for gaps. Madlib playing, he's dropped the ball. Oh boy, and this could open up here. Fusitua.
Garth Brennan will be doing handstands as Fusitua. Offloads.
Grabbed by Peachy. Now what? The referee's gone back to the first error by Peachy.
He's gone way back to the knock-on. Was there advantage played? I would have suggested yes.
Well, a 50-50 call goes the Warriors' way there.
Let's have a look at the work of Tyrone Peachy. Over the top is R4. Ice, Isaiah Papali down below, which was good. Fusitua comes infield and then gets dragged towards touch. Tries to offload the ball, so he's not out. Peachy, Johnny on the spot, sets sail.
Actually, it looked fairly clear on the replay there too, Justin, didn't it? That the Titans should have got a penalty with R4 Hannon on the ball with Peachy carrying it.
Yeah, I really would have liked David Fusitua to go a little bit harder into contact there on that carry and not get pushed over the sideline. A little bit fortunate for that to go their way, but they've compounded that mistake, the Titans, by giving away a penalty, and this will give the Warriors a really good chance to finish their set in the Titans' half.
Titans are only completing at 63%. 6 errors, 5 offloads. The Warriors just with 1 offload. Remember, the Warriors lead the comp still in offloads.
Just up here for a second. Hold for the tap. Hold.
The Warriors a bit fortunate to get out of that situation as Papali'i wrestles his way close to the halfway line. R4. It's a great run from R4.
A little bit sideways, but good meters, good aggression. Adam Blair onto the football field. Jazz Tavanga also, changes galore.
Harris Tavita now out to Harris. Warriors making good meters in this set. Chanel Harris Tavita back to Blair, who takes the line on. Named to start, but back to the bench for this clash. Tavanga. Here's good front foot running ball here for Blake Green. Papali'i gets rid of Taylor. Tavanga. Green on the last play. It's straight to Gordon.
There was space in behind, but there was no chasers. So a poor end to that set of 6, no real pressure. I'd like to know your thoughts, Justin, on Asai Papali'i. I think on the right edge here, he's got to become an 80-minute back rower.
Yeah, you're right there, Darryl. Definitely needs to become an 80-minute back rower. Defensively, the last couple of weeks, he's been a little bit off. Hopefully tonight he can find some form and finish the game strongly.
Boyd runs at Carter. Here come the Titans through rain.
Come to me, Chanel, hold. Hold toe. Penalty, double.
Okay, so they've tested the ref now in the play the ball area. They've conceded 6 penalties.
Yeah, let's go, Tyrone.
The goal line defence will now have to be on song as well. That'll be enough, will be the message from Stephen Kearney via Stacey Jones to get out onto the football field. No more penalties in the play the ball.
So the Titans make good yards from that penalty kick too. Keep their errors out of the set. They'll be on the line. That's Hipgrave playing the ball, and
Keegan, back on the mark, you're coming forward.
Keegan Hipgrave. First game of the season last week off the year to change.
He's mean looking, isn't he? It's like he rides a Harley Davidson, I reckon.
Plays mean too.
I tell you, this fella here, Moake Fortueka, is not far behind him either. Young plays, just 19 with lots of promise. Proctor used it to decoy Gordon, cut out pass out to Don. The Warriors slow the play the ball down very effectively on that occasion. Proctor is
good whack from Lachlan Burr.
Yeah, he would have enjoyed that.
On Boyd too.
And Boyd didn't go backwards though, did he? Here comes Taylor out to Roberts. Now that's gone forward. And Copley, no luck for him. She looks for opportunities on the left.
So the Titans' attack is fairly predictable, really, isn't it? It's all long pass from the middle to players on the outside, both left and right. You wonder whether they need to drop someone like Bryce Cartwright back through the middle. I mean, when Peachy come back through the middle, he started to find some holes. And also when Anthony Don came back through the middle, it was Tuivasa Sheck who saved the try. So now they need to possibly come back across the grain.
Yeah, it's a good point, Darryl, and they've got the players to do it. Tyrone Peachy loves that cross-field run. Brian Kelly, you know, he carries the ball in that left hand, so from that right side, there's a chance for an inside offload as well. So, yeah, it should be a change of tactics from the Titans, change some angles.
Maumalo just north of his 20. Hiku. Pretty conservative style of play from the Warriors in this game so far, isn't it? Nothing too flashy. Lots of one-off, one-out running.
They've spent 65% of the time in their own half.
Yeah, and that's a good point, isn't it? Where you don't risk anything in your own half, no risky offload, because your opponent can be on your line in a flash. Green now, who's that taking out his legs? That's Fortueka. And that will be a penalty. The referees aren't standing for that.
I actually thought it was okay. He was in the act of kicking. He was in the air, which is possibly a problem. Let's have a look. Slowed it down. Well, he at least tries to grab in a tackle mode. Doesn't just use his shoulders. So there is something going in his favour. They allow this in Gisborne anyway. But you can't tackle the player in the air, so the penalty is correct. Let's just hope Greeny's okay.
He's tough, mate. He's from Western Sydney, Greeny.
Where are you from, Justin?
Western Sydney.
Just go 10, fellas.
I'm not tough, though.
Go 10. Kevin, just 10 for us, mate.
Lingy Sau hoping to get out there for some NRL action.
Take in the 2. Take in 2, mate. Time's back on.
Of course, now we'll take the penalty from where the kick landed. And show now Harris Tavita will pilot goal number 2.
Darryl, I'd like to get your thoughts on how you feel the Warriors are coming out of their own end. We mentioned a couple of times they've been very conservative with their play. They haven't really made a huge number of metres. Not sure whether they need to maybe offload the ball, get a bit more width to try and get down into the Titans' end.
I think they come off their line pretty well. I mean, the first 3 rounds, Tuivasa Shek's run 200 metres on average. Ken's run 150 and Fuss have done a lot of the work. But here they've been kept out of the game a little bit, courtesy of the defence have had to do. And it's more the middles that are charging up, and Blake Green's only got to the 40-metre line half a dozen times, so the kicking options, well, it's pretty limited, really. This Gold Coast side, as we go to 8-0 on the back of Harris Tavita, well, it's a pretty interesting bunch, really, isn't it? I mean, they've got 8 New South Wales players in their team, 2 Kiwis. They've got 3 tried and true Gold Coasters and 4 from the Broncos. So they've got good variety.
8-0 is the score. Well, Harris Tavita, a lot of eyes on him in this game, of course, with the goal-kicking responsibilities too, Darryl, and he'll be very relieved to get his first 2 from pretty much right out in front, rather than wide out.
Doesn't matter where they are, Glenn. When you look at the scorebook, they tell everyone they were from touch.
Now I know your secret. Here's our 4.
Winding up into the collision zone. Post-contact meters. That'll bring the crowd alive.
Here goes Fussy Tours next up. Tavangaratavi half. Adam Blair, that line speed not quite there from that play from the Titans. Blair allowed to run right up to the 40. Harris Tavita, here's Lachlan Burr.
Oh, subtle play, but nice. Look at the meters made there. Simple inside ball.
And fast play the ball too. Allows more front foot running ball for Jazz, who pitches 15 metres comfortably on that occasion. Green looks to apply the pressure on Copley. Copley's knocked it on, and that player's offside. Bryce Cartwright.
How was that for getting out of your own end, Justin? Perfect.
Excellent, correct. Yeah, I love that play from Harris Tavita. Like you said, nice and subtle play, little turn back on the inside, and it just wrong foots the defence, and it stops them in their tracks. And often you can make 1 or 2 extra metres, and that momentum that you can create on the back of that gets you into a really strong kicking position, and a great chase on the back of it from the right edge.
Well, the Titans are fading a tad here before half-time. Important, Monty Beetham, the Warriors strike. Quick comment from you.
Really 8 points ahead at half-time. They know that this is the ground they have a good record against the Titans at. If they can score a try here, though, they'll go into the break with a huge psychological advantage. They lifted when they came out of the line, the Titans. Warriors have answered back. Game on.
Burr plays the ball for Green. Out it comes to Blair. Lovely play. Fussy Tour! Has the Fuss got his first try this year? It kind of jolted.
I wonder if he bounced it.
Yeah.
As it went to the ground.
It was a defensive decision.
They'll seek confirmation. Lovely shape. Not a lot of room for Tuivasa Shek. He's called try.
Confirm that it's a defensive decision by the Titans in the lead-up, and just check the touch and goal.
Maybe checking an obstruction of a line here. Isaiah Papali is there in front of Adam Blair, and so is Solomoni Carter, who checks Tyrone Roberts, but they're well out of the play. And no problem there in the put-down for Fussy Tua. I mean, he only needs 2 tries to draw level with Clinton Torpey and Lance O'Hire as the highest try scorers at the Warriors.
It's a defensive decision from Tyrone Peachey, so we're playing on at this stage.
So all clear there from Henry Perenara.
And Dave Fusitua grounds the ball in the end goal. We have a decision.
Well, Fusitua, it's taken him 3.5 games to get his first try of the season after banging down 23 last year. And that will be great relief to the big man. It's 12-0.
It's really the first time they've played with any shape out to this right-hand side. So twice the Gold Coast have offered some football at this end of the football field, and Tuivasa-Sheck so summed that up well. I don't know why Dale Copley had to come in here, because Peachey had Tuivasa-Sheck well and truly covered.
Nice play from Adam Blair just to deliver the footy to Roger there. Didn't have to break stride. And as you mentioned, he only needs half a metre on the outside, the Fuss, and he plants it down with that big right mitt of his. No doubt whatsoever.
Well, the Titans, I mentioned, looked like they were fading a little bit. The previous set to that, Daryl, where they allowed the Warriors to come 80 metres upfield, the line speed was not acceptable, and the Warriors have made them pay.
So let's see what a little bit of confidence in nailing the first 2 goal kicks can do for Chanel Harris-Tavita. Former Howard Jr. See what he's got. Sends it out to the right, bends it back, but just not quite enough.
So the score remains 12-0 for Situa. And Hiku, the try scorers in this first half. Nicely gathered in from Tuivasa-Sheck too. He's had a very quiet first half, hasn't he? 150 metres he ran for last week, Daryl. We've got him at 24 metres in this half.
I'll take the try-saving tackle he made on his line. Some of those plays just go unnoticed with that man.
Here comes our 4 again, look out.
Ross Cartwright down low.
Fusitua, try scorer. Just under 90 seconds to go until half-time. Tuivasa-Sheck, just his 4th carry in this first half. That means a big second half is coming for Roger. Here comes Harris.
That's better work from Tohu Harris.
No,
Goes through the line to Vanga, to Blair.
Someone needs to stand up in this Titans defensive line here. This last minute, put on a big hit here. Tavanga, now Harris-Tavita. That one's gone off the side of his boot. Still in the field of play though. Kelly's knocked it on. Well, that was just ugly all round, really.
That is the 3rd error on an uncontested kick for the Titans. 1 for Copley, 1 for Michael Gordon, and now 1 for Brian Kelly. Assistant coach Luke Burt next week will be putting up a lot of high balls for everyone in this team.
You know what I like here too is the Warriors with only 30 seconds to go. They want to play on. That's a good sign, even though they're 12-0 up. Still want to give it a crack in these last 30 seconds. Green. Tuivasa-Sheck on the set play. Carter. This will be the last play of the first half. Harris-Tavita, long flat pass. Ooh, there's an overlap. Hiku didn't use the overlap though to Maumalo. And that will end the first half. Well, Gold Coast's struggles to score points continue. Another scoreless half for them. 2 tries to 0 it is though to the Warriors. At the break, it is 12 points to 0. $12 points to 0 it is at half-time. Warriors fans should be happy. They've won 11 of their last 12 games when they've kept their opposition scoreless at half-time. And our forward starts the second half in much the same fashion as he ran the ball in the first half. He gobbles up another 10 metres. Fusi Tua, number 56 in his career. He's closing in on the top 5 of all-time try scorers now for the Warriors.
A bit of a rap to Jazz Tavanga for his stint at dummy half here. Late in the first half, he come on to replace Carl Lawton. He's done a good job.
Just back to Fusi Tua. He's 1 try behind now. Clinton Torpy and Lance Hohaya, who had 57 tries each, and they're tied for 6th in the all-time standings. Of course, led by Manu Vatuve, who's miles ahead of everyone else. This is Don.
The Gold Coast catch one. Garth Brennan will be happy. It was a good kick, actually, from Chanel Harris-Tavita as they drag Anthony Don backwards.
Kelly skips out of Harris-Tavita's tackle. There's Copley. No Philip Sammy today. Futuaka was over the 30. Philip Sammy, of course, instrumental in the Titans' win over the Warriors last year, when he stepped around Tuivasa Shek in a sensational individual try. I think the Titans might need some of that flair going forward. See if he can force his way back into the team. Now, Roberts nudges that one. To be fair, Tuivasa Shek's only run 33 metres, Daryl, because they haven't kicked the ball anywhere near them, have they, on the last play?
A strange last play option, wasn't it? Kicked inside the 50, or pretty much on the 50, and only a 15-metre kick just to find a little bit of space inside and in front of Dave Tua.
Move together! Ash, straight away, Brian.
Here's Malmalo.
Just square, Ash, leave it.
Iku, 3 tackle busts right there.
So should have passed that to the outside. 4 players on the outside.
There's
He
Carter.
got rid of 3 players in the process of doing so.
Created space beautifully. Carter, good run off the back now. Green goes high. And Don takes the ball.
I thought Kimamalo might have had a look at this and tried to contest it. It was certainly a contestable kick, but he lost it as he was chasing forward. There's Taylor offloading. Titans not really going anywhere.
There's Boyd. Tackled by Tavanga, who's half his size. Hipgrave hits the line nice and hard. Mitch Rain. Futuaka used as a dummy runner on that occasion. Cartwright slots into dummy half. First half for Bryce Cartwright. Just 1 carry. This time a much bigger kick. And Tuivasa Shek will have a rare chance in this game to get those legs pumping from the backfield.
Both teams content to get to the end of their first set of 6 in the second half with a pretty simple completion. I like the idea. This is Chanel Harris with a lovely little scoot right up through the middle of playing Adam Blair off the bench, bring him on after 20 minutes and possibly let him go for the game, get the pace of the game right there and dictate turns. Because in game 293, would you believe? 7 more for 300.
It's a big milestone coming. Tavanga, great run. Harris Tavita up the middle. That's a great surge by those 3 players. Fast play the ball on the last. There's Green. A worm burner towards the post. Gordon a bit slow to get to that one. Blair took someone out on the background, but it's actually gone against the Titans.
It was a lovely piece of play right up through the middle there. It started with Jazz Tavanga. And then he found on the inside Tohu Harris. And backing up in support like a good half should do was Chanel Harris-Tavita. They made about 30 metres. Let's have a look. This is a kick on the end of it. He saw Michael Gordon go to the left, so he kicks back towards the post. And was that Bryce Cartwright?
I think it was Hipgrave.
As a block. A clever little kick from Blake Green. So 12 points. And a couple will make it at least 2 converted tries for the Titans, which has been beyond their reach so far this year.
I've liked the way the Warriors have started this second half. That first 40 minutes was real workmanlike. Everybody just did their job. There wasn't too many standout performers. Everybody just went about their business and they ended up 12 points ahead on the scoreboard at half-time. In the second half, they've started in pretty much the same vein, not taking too many risks, making sure that they finish their sets with a good kick and getting some good field position. We saw a little bit of interchanging of passes at the back end of that set there that almost split open the Titans. But I think the kicking game for the Warriors is going to be really important this second half to ensure that they win field position and make it difficult for the Titans to get out of their own end.
I just wonder when Garth Brennan uses Alexander Brimson. I mean, he is a ball of energy. They don't really know where he's best suited. Some think fullback is his long-term play. Because the Titans have got plenty of halves. Roberts, Ash Taylor, Riley Jacks. So maybe Alexander Brimson comes in to break this game up.
Yeah, Brimson, interesting character, is Harris Tavita. Extends the lead by another 2.
The only player not used for the first half of the Warriors, of course, was Lindy Sal. Played the first 4 games of 2018 before being required again about round 17 last year, so quiet 2018 for Lingy.
Harris Tavita, 4 attempts at goal. 4 successful, 4 attempts at goal, 3 successes for him. Quite a frustrating season for the Kiwis international. Haven't we seen this before from Afo?
A little bit of a shoulder turn there, contact line. Fusitua. Where's Mamalo? Bring him on.
Fusitua leading the carries for the Warriors with 14 so far in this game. Now Burr. Offload, nice one too. Blair. Gets to his feet quickly, does Adam Blair. And that gets Tavanga pinching 15 metres comfortably. He's good in the post contact too, Jazz Tavanga. Harris Tavita. Here comes Hiku. He's actually made 86 metres from dummy half in this game so far. Really good metres. Harris Tavita under pressure that time. Hurried kick that time, and Gordon brings it back to the 20.
Here we go again, that driving deep, numbers in the tackle, driving Gordon backwards, run metres 860 for the Warriors. Titans haven't quite clocked up 600 yet. This is Don.
Yeah, they need something to do the Gold Coast Titans. Only made 1 line break in the game.
Otuaika, pretty solid looking customer, isn't he?
Sure is. That's a good pass from Rain that time. Gave some space out on that left edge for Bryce Cartwright. But still, they've only made 37 metres on that set. Roberts tries to affect that kick again, just over that front line of defence for Tuivasa Sheck. Read that one nicely.
Oh!
Wow, that was
Bryce Cartwright. Get a piece of Ken Mamalo's hip. He's so hard to handle, isn't he, Petahiku? He sort of shimmies between players.
So there's Cartwright put his body on the line there. Here's Papali'i, next man up.
I reckon Petahiku's got grease on him tonight.
Yeah, a good rub down at half-time, clearly. Here comes Green to the line. Tuivasa Sheck! 1 to beat! Oh! Has a bird flown backwards.
Might have been down on running metres. But Roger Tuivasa Sheck burst on an inside pass. Then how he gets around Gordon, wow, happened pretty quickly. Let's pick it up. Just on the right-hand edge of the field. Somewhat owning the middle here, Roger. Try 15 for the Warriors. And it's beautiful, isn't it? Short pass to Green from Tavanga. Space opens up on the inside, and then a little half kick gets rid of Michael Gordon, and just too much pace to get to the line. Lovely structured work. We saw Chanel Harris-Tavita put Tohu Harris away with a little pass inside to make some metres, and now we see the opposite half and Blake Green provide the impetus for a try for Tuivasa Sheck. And a little Conrad Hurrell peck on the cheek.
Yeah, that's a shot for the end of season awards, isn't it? A lovely embrace between Green and Tuivasa-Sheck. Boy, what a try. Individual brilliance on the end of that one, Justin Morgan.
Yeah, great play. What I loved about it, unstructured, halfback going hard over the advantage line, supported by his fullback, and just a simple play. When you play fast, when you play hard over the ad line, it's very hard for defensive players to read the play when you've got a player like Roger Tuivasa-Sheck up on the inside. And as you already mentioned, what about how he got round the fullback? Brilliant play there by the captain.
Well, Tuivasa-Sheck's 16th try for the Warriors now. Really quiet on the try-scoring fronts last year for Tuivasa-Sheck, just 3. He's got a couple already in the first 4 rounds.
Chanel Harris. Kavita. Pilots another one through. Take them out to 20 zip. Really have returned to the Warriors a lot of these players who have established themselves in the NRL with other clubs and played well when they've returned home, haven't they? Under enormous pressure when you do so, in front of your home people and faithful.
Well, that would have felt very nice for Tuivasa-Sheck. Yeah, the glint is in his eyes. Mind you, it never disappears. If you caught that media conference midweek where he fronted Darryl, he just refuses to believe anything bad is happening.
Always been a pretty positive person. Locks it up with performance. Here we go, Julio. R4.
Runs from the man with the big hair. Fusitua gets over the 20.
Good catch there from Fusitua. It was a poor pass from Isaiah Papali.
Great play the ball either from Fusitua as
completing still at 92%, the Warriors.
Yes, error rate is good. They've only made 2 errors in the game. 41 missed tackles last week against the Seagulls, folks. We'll recall that. So far, the Warriors have missed 10 in this game. Line breaks as well now as Green. Nudges it downfield to Dale Copley.
Pressure from Jared Wallace on Blake Green. So Copley hasn't exactly had a night out. Just 60 metres, 8 hit-ups.
Now square mark. Square their toe. Who hold? Go to.
Well, they need something, the Titans. Remember, they were beaten 21-0 in their first game. They only scored 6 points in their second game. Now they get a penalty. Did score 20 last week.
Another penalty here in the play the ball area. That is penalty 6. So we've had 4 in the play the ball area for indiscretions and 2 for line speed. Leg pull. Warren Roberts, 33 games at Warrington last year. First hooked up in Newcastle with Garth Brennan when Garth Brennan was coaching the juniors.
Taylor enjoying himself back in Australia. So Gordon's out of the game now. Jai Arrow comes back on, so that will reshuffle things for the Titans.
Yep. Alexander Brimson to fullback, as we suggested.
Rain. Taylor to Roberts. Here is Brimson. He's a real live wire, isn't he? 4 games at fullback last year. He's got great pace off the mark. His cut right. Here comes Hipgrave. This is looking more likely for the Titans here. Fast play the ball. Rain to Taylor. Brimson looking for a bit of individual brilliance from him.
Last tackle on the line. 1 foot. Go.
Looking urgent this time, the Titans. Roberts. Oh, it's a bit of a dog's breakfast, but in the end, it's been forced by Fusitua.
No one really knew where that ball was going to bounce. Bryce Cartwright couldn't quite get a piece of it. and he was Johnny on the spot. It was a really late kick. Last-minute option from Tyrone Roberts. I think his first option really wanted to run this football on the edge. And then so late off the left foot, ends up a good kick. Repeat set. Good work from the fuss.
That's the first line dropout we've had in the game. No short line dropouts this season.
Oh, that's not short.
That's good distance.
Two of us are shack. 55 on the angle. Oh, watch out, boys. Lifting him up like a suitcase. Put him down carefully.
Referees are happy for that one. Interesting, no short line dropouts this year so far from the Warriors as Arrow settles it down, does Roberts. Great hands from Taylor. Here comes Brian Kelly. Kelly, oh, that was the pass that needed to be thrown a half a second earlier. And Don would have been in the corner.
He got himself into a position to provide the left arm hook pass around the player. Peter Hiku, who's run for the most metres of any Warrior tonight at 130. Defensively, look at the hold. They shuffle and go to the outside one-on-one. Kelly versus Hiku, pushes away from him. Mamalu comes over the top. Skillful player. It's a body bump. And then the hook pass around the back. Says, Anthony, where were you? You're normally there. Play the Don normally picks up on.
Titans just haven't been able to complete their sets down in good field position. Had plenty of ball in the first half, a lot of errors, and there again another error early in the tackle count. Not really building enough pressure on this Warriors team, but in saying that, the Warriors have presented a really good defensive line.
They haven't completed their sets anywhere, 62%.
Now, here's a reminder for you folks, grand final tickets are on sale this week. It all culminates, of course, to this one day, one game, one moment. Experience the passion and spine-tingling action of the NRL Premiership Grand Final. A day truly not to be missed, with action both on and off the field. There's something for everyone to experience and enjoy. The NRL Grand Final this year is October the 6th at ANZ Stadium in Sydney. Tickets available to purchase this Tuesday for ticketed members and available from Thursday for the general public. And you saw the website there, nrl.com/tickets. Sure to be a great occasion again, no matter which two teams get to the grand final.
Leeson Armau back onto the football field.
Bunty Afoa has come off with a head knock, so he'll be assessed by the medical team.
Goes to Ivasa-Sheck. Threatening on the right this time. Green, first receiver. Passing back out there to finish the game. So is Armau, two starting props. So Afoa there just... Warriors erring on the side of caution. He was probably due to come off about now anyway.
Keep coming, Jared.
Harris Tavita hurries the kick down to Brimson. Brimson back to the 20. Monty, what's your assessment with 24 to go?
Well, you've got to say, after the two darkest weeks in the Warriors' recent history for some time, 80 points being leaked in. There's no point being leaked in at the moment. The Warriors are looking good. The first half was pretty much a contest. Two very desperate sides wanting to make amends and wanting to get on the board. But I tell you what, at the moment, the class is showing for this Warriors side. Don't forget, at this ground, they've won 7 of 8 at Mount Smart against the Titans.
Yes, looking like that's heading for another victory to the home team again as Wallace goes over the halfway line.
35 tackles for Kevin Proctor. 33 for Papali. 20 for Chanel Harris Tavita. This is Hipgrave.
Big body with a bustling running style. There's Roberts. Crunched he was as Arrow picks up the loose ball, but Roberts struggling a little bit after that collision. Still down for the Titans as Taylor runs flat onto the ball that time. Cartwright.
Move together! Hold! Go forward.
And the Titans get on the board as Taylor chases through his own kick. Harris, did he take out a runner? And in the end, was it touched? Well, a referee is saying it, he did touch it. It's going to be another line dropout.
There certainly was a Titans runner taken out of play. Too sure whether it was a Sire Papali. Happened right beside the goalpost here. It was an angled run. I don't think he would have got to the ball in any case. Let's have a look. Well, there was Tohu Harris. It's blocking the pathway of one of the Titans. Nothing going their way.
Well, in fairness to Harris there, he actually moved to get out of the road of the post. So, otherwise you just want to smack straight into the post. So, we allow him a bit of latitude there, Tohu Harris. Brimson. Now Wallace.
Help! Isaiah Solomon!
Big donut next to the Gold Coast Titans team again here, and another penalty's been given to them.
Let's see, can they create some points? Somewhat make a game of it.
Here comes Arrow. Oh, they left him again. Blair this time.
Go!
Lets him go. Now Wallace, Proctor. Now in there, Harris again.
Hold the line, go two.
Surely the Titans are going to crack this Warriors defence. Cartwright. Spin around.
Hold the line. Hold. Go three.
Rain gives it to Taylor. Roberts. Well, that's played it. That'll be 6 more tackles. Can they take advantage? Brimson. Copley. Restarted tackle count as Copley is going to score. Well, it was twisting and turning. He was on the Crown range. He scores a try for the Gold Coast. It's 20-4.
Just a hit and a swivel here from Dale Copley. Be disappointing for Stephen Kearney and the Warriors. Defended their line pretty well this evening. They continue to give up some penalties, and the Titans, well, they were starting to run out of ideas. A simple offload back into the middle from Brimson. It gets a good fend on Adam Blair. Solomone Kata down low, and a twist on Roger Tuivasa Sheck. Gives Dale Copley his 11th try in Titans colours. It's a fine effort from Copley. Had work to do. 1, 2, 3, 4 Warriors to beat. No shortage of goal kickers in the Titans. Tyrone Roberts, Ash Taylor here on screen, Michael Gordon as well. And that kick there, nailed.
So Taylor narrows the gap to 14. 20-6 with 20 to play.
The injection of Alexander Brimson into the game at the expense of Michael Gordon, creating some spark here for the Titans. Burst onto the scene, Alexander Brimson, in 2018. Clocked up 15 games.
Some reward finally for Gold Coast. It's taken them 60 minutes to get a try.
The best 20 minutes of the season was the last 20 against South Sydney last week, the Titans. They've got 20 to go here.
And they really struggled in the point scoring scene this year. Now they're moving it wide, trying to free up Tyrone Peachey. He's had a very quiet second half. Precious few opportunities for him. Let's play the ball. Cartwright again. Getting a bit more involved now. Ooh, Harris Tavita, that's been knocked on. That will restart the tackle count for the Titans.
Fortuitous on the last play. Couldn't quite tidy it up, Chanel.
Played by Wallace, right on the halfway line. Taylor, Roberts, Brimson. Cut out pass this time to Copley, the try scorer. Using the width of the field again nicely, the Titans, as they come back to the other side this time, and Wallace. What can Kelly create?
Move, Blake! Now, Blake! Go 3. Blake, go 10!
Rain takes advantage of some sloppy marker play by the Warriors, and there's the offload. Here goes Kelly.
Lisa! Up! Hold the line, hold! Go.
Still 2 tackles left. Roberts to Brimson. He kicks for Copley. Who's got it?
Wait. We got a Warriors ball, but knocked on Warriors.
Has it been knocked on by the Warriors? I think so.
Oh, David Fussatua.
For a Titan scrum.
Just as well, he's 6'5". He needed all the arms and legs he's got here. Round the back, clever little kick from Brimson. Misses it at the first take and then out. Grasps the ball there. Dale Copley says, hey, I can compete for this football and drag it towards the line.
Good commitment by Fussatua, Justin. He won the battle.
Yeah, he did. You're right. You remember a try last week where we saw Solomon Carter not turn and chase Joel Thompson for a try. They seem to be a lot more desperate on their try line tonight, the Warriors. The Titans, they need some variation on the back of their structure. These plays out the back, they've got to get some variation.
Taylor. They need another try to have any opportunity, and they need it very, very soon.
Hold the line.
Rain, Taylor, here's Kelly. Beautiful offload to Don for the corner, and there is the try. Anthony Don, a try last week against the Rabbitohs, and another one here at Mount Smart.
Just confirm the touchline touching goal. Make sure it stays in.
Just too much football here for the Gold Coast. The Warriors now having to have made 300 tackles, and what's that, a lead with the head
Anthony
with Ken
Don maintains
Mamalo
position and grabs the ball
onto
and
the
then
hip.
a decision.
The skillful finish of Anthony Don, the Gold Coast Titans' highest ever try scorer. Bags himself another here. Didn't really know just how much room to give Anthony Don, did he? Ken Mamalo held himself in the channel. They've gone coast to coast or sideline to sideline. Second place started from the middle. Kelly gets to the outside of Peter Hiku with the low tackle, which frees the arms. Then the offload with a simple pass to the Don. It's like a billy goat, wasn't he? Trying to bunt him into touch.
He's trying to give himself a concussion there, Kim Malmalo. Anyway, here is Taylor. Important kick, this one.
All important when you're chasing. Going up to the sixes. And across the face of goal for Ash Taylor.
Talking about concussion, unfortunately, Bunty Afoa has been ruled out for the remainder of the match. He didn't pass his HIA, so he's out for the remainder of the match, Bunty Afoa.
It's a shame. He'll finish on 99 metres from 7 carries.
One of the advantages of having a left-handed carrier play on the right-hand side of the field, he's able to throw that round-the-corner pass or that late offload to his winger. We saw him try a round-the-corner one a little bit earlier that failed, but that time, being dominant with his left hand, he was able to get the ball to Don, and he's been a great finisher for the Titans over the years, Anthony Don.
Yeah, that was right out of the Fussatua playbook, that one, wasn't it?
Here comes Ryan James.
Move, James! Straight away. Hold.
Really seen a lot of Ryan James this evening, have we? Lingy Sal, of course, the only player not required so far this evening. With 15 to go. Will Stephen Kearney give him some time? He's just jumped off the bench and gone for a run, so maybe so.
Who knows, a pair of fresh legs might be just the tonic near the end of this match. Now, that kick has been a shocker. That's gone backwards off Fussatua.
You always hold your breath on the messy situations, don't you? Sometimes a fortuitous bounce gives the attacking team another set of 6, which would have been the case there. I think the Warriors have got to be careful they don't shut up shop. They've got to keep attacking here, score some points. They go into a negative mode here to Just invite the Titans back into the game.
Passing.
Passing.
Off Lawton's pass. That's right, if the Gold Coast Titans score next, then it's definitely game on as Green. Short pass to Blair.
Last tackle!
Last tackle right on the 30. Green. Carter chases. Brimson has it.
Fire Papali is now having a breather, and Adam Blair has gone to the right edge.
Keen defence this time from the Warriors. Line speed was excellent there from Carter and from Lawton.
You know, one of the key people leading the line speed here in this match has been Chanel Harris-Tavita, who finds himself at marker there.
Winning it early in the tackle count. Deep within their own territory, Brian Kelly. Kelly thinking about a sneaky little offload there for a second. Proctor. Hit hard by Tavanga. Thrown on his back by Blair. There's some good defence that time from the Warriors. The Titans have only made 22 metres on that set. And Fusi Tua, plenty of front foot running ball here as he charges Big Fuss. Well, firstly it was Maumalo for Cartwright, and now it's Fusi Tua.
Good field position here on the first. Carter.
They're still playing the Warriors over home. They want more points.
Oh, there's a mousetrap.
Can Tuivasa-Sheck take advantage?
He's now up over 100.
Lawton. Green. Was to stop and catch that one. Fast hands not required that time from Blair. Harris-Tavita. Harris-Tavita! Thrown to the deck by Arrow, but a great surge from the 20-year-old. Lawton. Here's Armau. Good connection by Jai Arrow. A couple of big plays from Arrow there for his team. Last play, Lawton. Harris-Tavita again. They didn't get the position of that kick right, and the Titans survived.
Didn't quite get the kick right, but the dummy to no one. Everyone fell for it. You got to love that, don't you? Just backed himself to have a little go. Here's Kelly. Big yards here.
Warriors need to keep sharp here. Messi play the ball. It's going to be a penalty.
Hang on, watch him. Hey,
Wallace not impressed with Maumalo.
Maybe just a little bit of a hand. This is Chanel Harris-Tavita. The pass from Blake Green. Show to no one, and then goes with a step. Gets himself through. Just slides through, and over the top came Arrow. Again, another penalty given away. Probably penalty number 9 for the Gold Coast.
10 minutes to go. Warriors were up 20-0 after 60 minutes. There's a mistake. And Arrow made it. Well, the most unlikely character to drop the ball.
Let's see what the transition from defence to attack's like now. Ignatius Parsi.
Maumalo up to the halfway. Carries 2 or 3 with him nicely there. It's 10 metres gain post contact there from Ken Maumalo. Tavanga next up. Tavanga. Sometimes it's great having a little body in the middle of the field. Lawton picks up the dregs. Blair a dummy half this time. Here comes Parsi. Nice direct running from the Warriors in the set. And that method of attack continues through Armau. Parsi. Parsi for the last.
Was he going to have a droppy?
Lawton. Here's Green. Can't quite get it behind Kelly. But Kelly driven back into the end goal, or is he still in the field of play? Close call there. And the referee's ruled a line dropout.
Hasn't Blake Green come up with some great plays tonight? We think about that first try. We look at the replay with the kick. Just puts enough weight on it, and he follows it up. We think he's going to get out, and Green follows his own kick up and pushes him back into the end goal. He's come up with some big plays. He set up Roger for his try. He's played well, the veteran, tonight.
That set of 6 was terrific, Daryl. Short dropout.
Blake Green's also let Chanel Harris to Vita have a say in this game as well, which has been a good thing.
Pussy to his 20th hit up of the game right there. Harris to Vita. Here comes a go for Harris. Tohu Harris! That should seal it for the Warriors.
Oh, well deserved. Tohu Harris. Quite a few had questioned his move over to the left. Didn't have the greatest of off-seasons. Didn't tour with the Kiwis last year. A little bit of a slow start, to be fair. But now maybe starting to find his mojo. He's had 11 hit-ups tonight. Cracked 110 metres. He's blowing, as you see. So we'll pick it up. Chanel Harris to Vita out the back. He gets through the first tackle, then a hit and a spin, and really only has eyes for the try line. Good determination here. God, they're gifted. They just spin at the right time to push themselves away from the coming defence. And we'll put that down as a try assist for Chanel Harris to Vita in his debut.
Harris gets over. Good comeback from the Warriors here in this game after last week, Justin.
Yeah, you're right there, Glenn. I really love the little pump there from Harris to Vita. A little dummy before he delivered the ball to his back row partner in Harris. And that just allowed him to get on the outside of Kelly. Nice little deft touch there by the rookie. And he's been growing in confidence as this game's gone on. And I think Daryl's already alluded to it a little bit earlier. He's been allowed to play his plays and play his game. He's put in some good kicks. He's really had a really strong debut tonight.
Yeah, nothing too flashy from him. Just good decisions.
The baby-faced assassin, isn't he? Just turned 20.
Didn't he come from the Chatham Islands?
It'll be Brendan Tuta. Let's have a look at the strike on this. Oh, it's a good strike too. His best kick of the evening. And this man here from the Hawke's Bay, Tamatea Rugby originally, Hastings. In fact, the only NRL footballer I can recall coming from the Hawke's Bay. Glenn, you'll know a couple more. Come on.
26 points to 10. That was the Warriors' 4th try of the game. Miku Fusitua, Roger Tuivasa, Shek. That is going to be a memorable try. Now, that has been taken beautifully by Copley. The Warriors player might have been taken out, but I think it was of his own making more than anything. Brimson.
Surrender! Surrender! Stand now! Stand now! 2, hold. Adam, hold, go.
Away goes Rain to Wallace.
Lingy Sow out there now.
Hold the line!
First taste of NRL action since round 17 last year. Kelly. There is Sow trying to effect a tackle, but the ball has moved away from him as Rain tries to create space. A lot of crossfield running this time from Cartwright, and he's lost it. Pretty ugly stuff there from the Titans. Double knock on has been ruled, in fact, by the referee. Tough start to the Titans here. This will be the first time they've lost 4 games in a row to start the season.
Even in that sort of structure there, they worked both sides to the outside of the field and then started to come back through the middle, but everyone was flat-footed. No one's really pushing up for each other. A simple little plays. Nacious Passy.
Titans are back at home on the Gold Coast next week to play the Panthers.
Yeah.
And the Warriors, of course, away to Souths next week.
Penrith played the West Tigers after this match here, and Ivan Cleary up against his old club.
Rabbitohs have a date with Manly this weekend. If they win that, they'll go 4-0 to start the season. It's Pussy. It's up to the halfway line. Oh! She was... Oh, Mao, has he lost the ball? He has. Well, put that down to Wallace.
Clock's on here, fellas. Clock's on. Titan speed.
Real bit of mongrel about him, hasn't he, Jared Wallace? Gold Coast, let's have a look at the shot. He's not an easy player to get a shot on too.
In fact, it was Cartwright.
Yeah, Cartwright. Got him on the wrong side too. The footwork late at the line from Al Mao means he actually ended up leading with his head, Bryce Cartwright.
Time on.
Is it awkward?
And we're out. All yours.
Grimson.
Stand, Peter! Hold! Hold! Square go,
oh, they're not lacking intent, are they, the Titans? What are they missing, Darryl, other than obviously scoring points, which is a big one, isn't it? They need some tries.
Step and hold, Adam. Got a hold. Go two.
Really struggling. Roberts.
They've had plenty of football out the back and got a lot of shape going here this evening, but they actually haven't come up with line breaks and football up through the middle with simple tip-ons.
Cartwright and Harris come together. Here comes Kelly.
He's been one of their most threatening, this guy.
Yeah, coming up to 100 metres. 20 tackles as well as Wallace. Throws it out to Roberts. Grimson. A chest tackle. Boofa.
It's not good when that wall appears in front of you, is it, Alexander Brimson? That wall was David Fusatua.
Roberts. Malmalo. He's lost the ball, but it's a penalty against Kevin Proctor.
KP just clocked up 41 tackles. Decides to have a rake at the football.
He's still playing solid, isn't he? Proctor.
Hasn't had a lot of run meters tonight, hasn't had a lot of opportunity. A lot of the balls have gone out the back. This is the wall that is David Fusatua. And when you play a lot of that shape out the back and you go behind the second row the whole time, sometimes the second row doesn't get the football, so he can't have big run meters.
Hold for the tap. Hold.
Plenty of good efforts across the board here for the Warriors when you look for a player of the day. Even possibly hard to go past Harris Tavita on debut for the sake of it. He made 30 tackles. He's nearly run for 100 metres. He's kicked goals.
Tuivasa-Sheck almost gets through. Yeah, 30 tackles. That's a lot of tackles for a 5'8", isn't it? Lawton. That's a great run. Lawton.
Still going.
Carter. Harris Tavita. Lingy Sao. And they polish this game with another try of a Harris Tavita kick this time. It's not a bad one either for Situa. Now Peachy's been tackled without the ball.
Backwards Warriors, rock on Titans.
Oh, it's going against the Titans. No luck for them at all.
I didn't see the touch for the Titans. I saw Fusatua go up in the air.
Clock's on, fellas. Warriors feed.
And now Blake Green having an early exit. Bit of ice on that ankle.
One more here, Titans.
Would have been the ankle that Fotuaka challenged.
We're missing one, Warriors. Warriors need one more. Yeah, got it. Okay,
Blake Green is a key man for this Warriors team.
Okay, clock off, feed it.
Really is. They will not want him out of any game this year. Tuivasa-Sheck. Tuivasa-Sheck is asking the Titans to tackle him. Mpasi was flying through.
But he had a massive hole.
He missed a stop, didn't he?
Square, Jared. Hold, Kevin. Go one. Outside.
Harris Tavita back to Papali'i.
Now Ryan, hold the line. Hold.
30 seconds to go. Lawton, Armau.
Get straight, let him go. Hold the line, go through.
A messy kick to end the set. But what has the referee ruled? More Warriors possession. Another knock on against the Titans.
Yeah, Carl Lawton out of dummy half. There was basically no way through, as the hooter does sound.
So the Warriors, after being thumped in their previous 2 games, bounce back here at Mount Smart. And the coaches are happy with this comfortable win as it's turned out. The Warriors win at 26-10.